Dr. James, Small Business Show. Yeah, 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 Welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have made it. Beautiful Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Park. Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. We are here with co-hosts Brittany Wise and Carol Harper Poe. I know Miss Brittany, she's momentarily not here. She'll be here in a few minutes. How you doing, Miss Carol?
I'm doing fine, Dr. James. How are you?
Oh, doing awesome. We have our expert practitioner, Miss Carla Murphy. How you doing, Miss Carla?
All is well, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. We have our delivery courier expert, Mr. Sonny. How you doing, brother?
Hey, all is well. Go for God. He'll even out your odds.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. We have our jury expert, Miss Carl Steen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dr. James Fall Claims.
I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
yes, yes.
And we have a new guest. We have Miss Tanya Williams, our flight attendant / event planner expert. How you doing, Miss Tanya?
How everyone's doing? I'm great today, Dr. James. Thanks for having me.
Man, this is wonderful to
yes.
have a
Welcome
full,
aboard.
And hopefully, Mr. Henry, he has some things
Amen.
going on. He may be able to join us. So I guess we'll see. So we're going to start actually with Miss Carla. Miss Carla, so the topic here, telling business stories to customers. Miss Carla, what are business stories?
Thank you, Dr. James. The business stories basically are brands that are sharing their messages in ways that engage audiences, and it drives them to take desired action. It's basically like making a purchase, like if you're calling a salesperson or downloading or subscribing to content. It will speak interest, surprise the audience, and persuade. So it's a good story that will inspire action where facts inspire. So at the end of the day, people won't remember what you said or what you did, but they'll remember how they made you feel, how you made them feel.
I love business stories, man. I mean, those business stories can absolutely help and hurt. So I love that topic, actually. So how can you get more engagement from your customers and prospects?
Some ways that you can successfully engage your sales prospect and ultimately sell more would be to put on a friendly face. Contact people via social media. Be persistent, for persistence pays off. Ask more questions. Make people feel connected to your brand. And for me personally, I like to make people feel uniquely different. And so consider sales as being customer service.
Oh, man. Getting more engagement from your customers, that is absolutely huge and trying to figure out what you want to do. So I love that. I love that. Let's talk about entrepreneurial traits. What are entrepreneurial traits?
Entrepreneurial traits are the typical characteristics, abilities, and thought patterns that are associated with successful entrepreneurs. While some entrepreneurs are born with these traits, you can develop them for others. Some examples of those might be motivation, working hard, creativity, and no matter what industry you're in, I truly believe that people want services that are out-of-the-box ideas. People can be persuasive. You should have vision, versatility, have a risk tolerance, be flexible, be decisive, have passion, which is the most significant characteristic for any entrepreneur, and for many obvious reasons. So people should have a strong work ethic, strong people skills, determination, competitiveness, and they should be a self-starter.
Oh man, self-serve. I love that, man. I love that. Entrepreneurial traits. That's very interesting. So as far as the traits is concerned, why are entrepreneurial traits important?
An entrepreneur's personality strongly influences business decisions. Entrepreneurial traits are related to performance. So the traits are evident by one's agreeableness, conscientiousness, and their openness to experience. So entrepreneurial traits, they help to shed light on innovativeness.
Okay. Okay. So Miss Tanya, I know you wanted to weigh in on this. So talk to us more about entrepreneurial traits. Why do you think it's important?
Well, it's very good question. Thank you, Dr. James. Yes, it's very important to have a professionalism about yourself and gaining clientele. And I look at it that in my motto, and even in my business as an event planner and caterer, my personal business, that I want to have a business with a sense of impression of excellence. That goes a long way. And being a 25-year veteran flight attendant, the brand is very important. And it's always been you represent that brand because your first impression is the last impression, and you want to be consistent with that. And so that's the reason why most of our legacy airlines have been in existence as long as they have, because of those type of things they put out to the public. And as an entrepreneur myself, I grasped a lot of those concepts and had to put that in my own business. And so I have such a clientele repeat and word of mouth, and it's, don't reinvent the wheel, but improve it as much as you can and add your little special touches. But it's very, very important to have that. So
awesome. And I know that Mr. Sonny, he definitely likes to talk about stuff like this. So, Mr. Sonny, what do you think about entrepreneurial traits?
James, it's a good trait to have because you have to have that mindset to be a people's person, be able to brand your market, put a stamp on what your service or whatever your brand of service you're doing. But you have to have that motivation to continue to go through the ups and the downs, and that's what has sustained me within the past 9 years of me doing my small business. I mean, you have to know how to conduct good business, making good decisions, even if it means making some sacrificial deals with families or friends or whatnot. But you have to have that mindset of continuing to make sure it's business. Make sure you're always doing business, even in sight of it. If it means stepping on toes, because you have to sustain and continue to keep your business afloat.
Awesome. We're going to get ready to move into another good topic with what we call it business news. And I know Miss Carol has some questions.
Yes. Sounds good.
Miss Carol? Miss Carol, you here? Miss Carol must be having some technical difficulties. So let's get into the business news here. So Miss Carol, you here? Miss Carol not here. So who is stepping down from Shopify? So let me clear that up. Who is stepping down from Shopify? So Shopify, there's three main CEOs that is stepping down. Now, they're not really saying why they're stepping down, but there's something going on there. So why do you guys think, Ms. Carlstein, why do you think those three CEOs for Shopify, and I'm saying it wrong, Spotify?
No.
Why do you think they're stepping down?
Okay, Spotify has to do with the music, so obviously they have been doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. I think on a legal standpoint, that's the only other reason I could see them stepping down. They've got caught in doing something.
I see. That's I mean that's crazy. I know Miss Tanya, you know something about Spotify too. So, what's your take on why they're like stepping down?
Well, actually, thank you for Dr. James. I had no idea that CEOs from Spotify were stepping down. So this is actually news to me. So unfortunately, I did not know that.
Yeah.
But it is very important as a independent artist to make sure that your platforms that you're a part of or even being branded on is consistent, professional, and has integrity. So that definitely speaks volumes. So if the shareholders did not see those particular attributes in those particular ones that are running the company, and then they can ask them to be removed or step down.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely. So, let me tell you what they made last year, though. I mean, Spotify made over $120 billion. Well, obviously, that industry is booming, right?
Yes.
Man, $120 billion. I mean, that's crazy. $120 billion. Can you imagine having a company that is making that kind of money, Mr. Sonny?
I'm telling you that, Jane, that's a lot of money. And I speak on when you told me, I'm just like Miss Tanya. I just now found out when you said that I got Spotify on my phone. I have actually played Spotify throughout my working in the field and stuff. And I'm appalled at it. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. I mean, I'd rather listen to Spotify than Pandora, but I didn't know. I'm eager to know what's happening behind the scenes because I found artists on Spotify that I can't find on Pandora.
Oh man, I think the typical Miss Carol, are you here now?
I'm here, Dr. James. Sorry about that.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna get ready to get into marketing, and we're gonna get into that next. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. James, host of Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network, broadcasting live each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. from Fishbowl Radio Network Studios at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Log on to hear us talk about and feature small businesses and the life of a small business, the struggles, the triumphs, the daily operation, the grind of starting and running a small business. So be sure to log on each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. to catch Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Let's jump in.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Are you looking to develop your business? Are you ready to focus on building your brand? Let's gel. Let's grow, earn, and learn together. I am Carla Murphy. I am uniquely different. I'm waiting to hear from you. I love to help you to develop your brand and your business. Please call me at area code 716-553-3109 or email me, Carla Murphy, uniquely different @gmail.com. Or you can look me up on social media via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Alignable. I am uniquely different. I am Carla Andrea Murphy. Let's gel.
We back. Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Park. Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. We are back with Miss Carol. I think, Miss Carol, you're here now, right?
Yes, I'm here. My phone was acting up. Sorry about that.
Gotcha. Well, let's get into marketing, Miss Carol. I know that you had questions for me about marketing.
Yes, Dr. James. Thank you so much. First of all, marketing. What are the two major types of marketing?
Okay, so two of the major types of marketing. So before I answer that question, Miss Carol, I want you to give me an opinion of what you think. Well, first of all, Miss Brittany, are you here?
I'm here, live and direct.
All right, can everybody hear Miss Brittany?
Hey. Y'all all right today?
Yes. Yes,
All right.
we can hear you.
So I
Thank
actually
you.
want to
Hello,
ask
Miss Brittany. How you doing?
I want to ask Miss Brittany first. Miss Brittany, what tactics do you use in marketing?
Well, my go-to is word of mouth, because people do business with who they like, know, and trust. So that's always my go-to, and that tends to be, I get my bigger clients who pay more money through word of mouth marketing mostly. But I do a little bit of everything from, video editing to online. Social media is not my favorite. I know that's Dr. James' favorite form of marketing, but
Right.
That's not my go-to. I'm just more of a relational person. I like to be one-on-one or, directly related with people. So I tend to, do classes or anything where I can teach and share my knowledge. That tends to get people having a lasting impression on me. Because really, if you say something that nobody else has said, then they automatically will remember you. And to me, a lasting impression is more important than a first impression. So,
Absolutely. So the two major forms of marketing, plain and simple, is sales promotion and brand marketing. Mm-hmm. So obviously, sales promotion just about speaks for itself, where you're promoting a sales. You're promoting whether it's an item or whether it's a service. You're promoting that sales. And obviously what goes with sales is not just, some people, they'll post something and that's it, or they'll tell someone something and that's it, but that's not salesmanship. So it's sales promotion. If you're going to sell your product, it's more than just posting or letting someone see it online or even on an ad. Salesmanship is being able to talk to people, to be able to hit the ground running, to be able to call people, to be able to go meet people, to be able to go show them what you got when you don't feel like it, right? You have to be able to, that's salesmanship that makes it sales promotion. The other part of it is brand marketing. Brand marketing is what we're doing right now, on a show, talking about different things. This helps improve your brand. This helps gives you instant credibility. If you're in a book, if you're in a magazine, if you're, all those things that I've done quite a few times through the years in 4 different global magazines. But now we have Miss Carla and Miss Carol both being in a magazine in the last month or so. So congratulations, Miss Carla and Miss Carol.
Thank you.
Hey, Miss Carla, you here? Miss Carla, are you here?
Thank you, Dr. James.
Okay.
I'm here. Thank you.
All right. So so that is all a part. That's one of the parts of brand marketing that helps your business, helps your name, so on and so forth.
so what are the differences?
Okay, so what are the differences, Dr. James?
Well, obviously, one is more salesmanship. To engage, which is the harder part for a lot of people. The branding part can be overwhelming for some, being on a show, maintaining it, not just, doing it here and there for a minute or just for, year, you have to stick with it, and even when you grow, you stick with what you already done. Like you never ever stop and then do something else and say, well, I'm going to do something else. You should do that on top of what you're doing. That's how you build things. That's the only reason why I do a lot of things. I didn't have a dream of doing 50 things like I do. It just happened. But if I would have said when I first was doing dent repair and then I said I want to do credit, well, I'm going to stop dent repair and I'm going to do credit. Well, now I want to do fixing computers. I'm going to stop credit repair now. Let me go do this. No, you should keep building and adding to what you do. So if you do this, and you keep adding to your portfolio. And then what ends up happening is, kind of before you know it, you have a lot of streams of income coming your way. Because if you're always quitting one thing to do something else, quit another thing to do something else, let me quit this to do this, that's not progress. That's just replacing something with something else. You have to grow and progress by building on your portfolio. So that's pretty much what the difference is on that topic. How you like that, Mr. Sonny? What you think about that?
It's beautiful, like Jane. I mean, I truly love that because you want to keep I tell people all the time, you have to have, when it comes to revenue, you want to use every avenue. You want to use all that you can do to continue to keep your business afloat and to keep the customers, coming in. Like Miss Brittany said, they word of mouth. But you have to get out there. So you have to use every tactic that's seen. When you got your own business, you are the CEO. You're the head in charge. You're the head honcho of what you're doing. So you have to make decisions, even if you say, well, it doesn't look like a good idea, but dive in there anyway and see what you come up with. So that's beautiful.
I love it. And so on that topic, we're getting ready to move into our event planner, flight attendant expert, Miss Tanya Williams. But we're going to ask her some questions right after this commercial break.
Been stimulated? Want to learn how to keep stimulating that check? Contact Legacy Services today, where we give you the blueprint to becoming your own boss. A start-to-finish execution plan for the entrepreneur. Call us at 214-774-7503 or visit us online at legacyservices.com. LEGACI services.com. Do you have a side hustle? Well, let us show you how to turn it into a legit business. Having problems finding a job you enjoy? We show you how to create your own job. Follow us on all social media platforms, Legacy Services. Do you already have a business but you're wondering how to grow or expand it? Contact us today for assistance with contract RFPs, grants and funding, rebranding and image consulting, and strategic planning. Turn your passion into profit with the Business Concierge, Legacy Services.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. James, host of Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network, broadcasting live each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. from Fishbowl Radio Network Studios at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Log on to hear us talk about and feature small businesses and the life of a small business, the struggles, the triumphs, the daily operation, the grind of starting and running a small business. So be sure to log on each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. to catch Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Let's jump in.
Let's jump in, and we are back. We're glad to have everyone here. We're back now with our event planner, flight attendant expert, Miss Tanya Williams. Are you here, Miss Williams? Hello, Miss Tanya, are you here? Miss Tanya Williams, are you here? Can you hear me, Miss Carol? Can you hear me, Miss Carla?
I can hear you.
I can hear you, Dr. James.
We can hear you.
Miss Tanya Williams, are you here? Okay, so momentarily we will move on to Miss Carol. Miss Carol, magazine information. Let's talk about Program Success Magazine, Southern Dallas Business, and Living Magazine. Let's talk about that, Miss Carol.
All right. Thank you, Dr. James. You already said it in the previous, before the commercial, Program Success Magazine. I am in the April edition 2021 this month. And also running next month, I will be in the Program Success magazine. This is out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And the CEO is Mr. Daryl A. Barr, a good friend of mine. He's a very nice young man. He will work with you in everything. So if anybody want to have their business in the magazine, Program Success is the way to go. You need information, just text me and email me. And also, the Southern Dallas Business and Living magazine, that is right here in our own backyard, okay? The Southern Dallas Business magazine. I am in the April edition. I will be in the next month edition. This month, okay, you guys, you pick you up a copy. I know the number that I'm on. I'm on page 10. So go to page 10 and check me out on the page. It's talking about the new book, Reinstitute. Yes, I love that word, Reinstitute, being built all over again. So that is that on the magazines.
Awesome.
I love it.
Congratulations.
That's what I'm talking about. That is awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So let's get into book information, free consultation, Amazon, Facebook, website, stuff like that.
All right. Book information. Of course, I give free consultation. If you need to know how to start your book, you want to publish a book, you want to know how to write a book, my company is the company. Carol's Publishing Company, okay? We are that great, unique company that will help you build, edit, and publish your book on the Amazon, Kindle, and now you can do audio with my company. So that is that. Now, Amazon is a major company that makes millions, billions of dollars each year. That is where my number one, yes, I'm going to say number one best-selling books with an S, okay, with the S, are sold. They're also sold on, you could get it on my website. I'm going to put my website out there. www.cdhboutique. Boutique is BOUTIQUE.com, okay? And Facebook, you can hit me up on Carol's Publishing Company. And like I said, if you're interested in publishing your book, give me a call. You want to write a book? Give us a call. Or you don't even know where to start. Give us a call. Inbox us. Facebook us. Call us at 469-643-6498. I like that ring, Dr. Jane. 469-778-8682.
How
Carol's
sweet it is.
Publishing Company is the place to be.
Place
All
to
right
be.
now.
Love it.
Yeah.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so I want to
Absolutely.
jump to Miss Carlstein. Are you there, Miss Carlstein? How you doing today?
I am fantastically well in spite of all that's going on. I'm doing well.
Amen. Every day above ground is a good day. So let's talk about
Every day.
Gemstone of the Month. We are in April 2021 already, y'all.
Oh, my goodness. This is my favorite gem of all gems. And the gemstone for April is the one and only diamond.
Oh,
it is
diamonds.
a symbol of transformation. And I know most of us own a diamond. And one of the reasons that we own diamonds is because, A, there's some lore and legend about diamonds. Possession of a diamond was said to provide immunity to scourges such as COVID-19 or the plague.
Okay.
It was granted absolute freedom from demons and devils. So around the 16th century, people start giving them to one another as in betrothal rings or engagement rings. And so that's how we start giving diamonds to one another for engagement rings. It's because of that. Another thing about diamonds, it's the hardest mineral on Mohs scale of hardness. It is 150 times harder than the next hardest substance.
Wow.
And so because of that, they use a lot of diamonds in technology. And they'll use it in manufacturing for cutting and grinding. Because most diamonds that are found are not the kind that you want to wear. They're bad-looking diamonds, but they're so hard, they get to be used for other things. Diamonds are also known or stand for courage, strength, healing, protection, harmony, focus, and eliminating negativity. Now, we can all use that. So I know everybody's got a diamond somewhere in their parcel of jewels. I don't care how small it is. Most people have a diamond. Is that so?
Oh, I love it. Diamonds are people's best friend.
Yeah.
So I have
It
a
is
question, Miss
girl's best
Carstein.
friend.
Hey, Miss Carstein, I have a question. What's the best gem for a birthday? Can you tell me that?
Well, most people, if it's for a young lady, most people usually start with their gemstone, whatever month they were born in. But if you really wanted to give her something, you would probably start with maybe a little pair of diamond earrings, not a ring for a little girl or a young lady, unless she's like sweet 16 or something. You want to do something special during that time.
Well, having said that, I do want to say that Miss Carol's birthday was April the 15th. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Birthday.
Thank you. Buy yourself a diamond.
And we were just trying to figure out what
Happy birthday,
gemstone
Miss
goes with
Carstein.
her.
Happy
I
birthday.
guess diamonds.
No, it's not mine. Mine is next month. This Miss
It's
Carol.
Carol.
Carol's birthday.
Carol.
April 15th. Happy
This is
birthday.
Carol's birthday. Happy birthday.
Sweet
That's what I'm talking
16.
about.
That's right, Brittany. Sweet 16.
16 and hold it.
There you go.
So Miss Carolstein, since we on the
Yes.
subject of diamonds, I like to use diamonds as a metaphor for how God is creating us into diamonds. Through the pressure and the heat, you got to go through so much before you can come out shiny and new. And he creates such amazing people through the things that we go through. It's like we're diamonds to God. We all got that special flaw, that special, God has created us uniquely and wonderfully made. I can go on and on. So next topic, diamond colors. What color are diamonds, Miss Carolstein?
Diamonds come in all colors, from white all the way through black. There's pink, there's blue, there's canary yellow, there's cinnamon, there's champagne. There's what they call chocolate diamonds, which are nothing more than brown diamonds that they didn't really want a long time ago, but someone rediscovered them, gave them a new name, and now they're chocolate diamonds. And so they're a big deal now. And they even have black diamonds.
Really nice. Black diamonds, white diamonds. I take them all. Anybody that want to get me some diamonds,
Any color.
Feel free to get whatever color you want. So what's the rarest color of diamonds, Miss Carolstein?
The rarest color of diamond is red. Believe it or not. They're very hard to come by. And when they do, you're going to pay through the nose for them, because red is really the most, the rarest color.
Okay, so we really should be asking for red diamonds. That's where we're trying to get to, the red.
Oh,
Well,
sweet.
if that's
Red
your
diamonds.
color and that's your thing, but some people might confuse that with a ruby if they don't know.
Oh,
Right,
sweet.
okay. So what do you look for when you're purchasing a diamond?
Well, they tell you when you're going to purchase a diamond to look for the 4 C's, and that's for cut. What cut is the best cut? Round is the best cut. You want clarity. You want flawless, really. But flawless costs an arm and a leg. So, there's a scale of clarity for you. And then you choose your color diamond. What color do you want? Do you want pink? Well, if you're going to want pink, you're going to pay more. Just understand with the colors, you may have to pay more. And then carat, that's the other. So you've got cut, clarity, color, and carat. So your carat weight determines how large your stone is going to be and what you can afford. That's really what it boils down to.
Awesome.
What can you afford?
Awesome. Love it. So we're going to move on into our delivery courier expert, Mr. Sonny. He's going to talk about a topic I love. I know you guys do too. Fulfillment is what we're going to get into. Listen to Mr. Sonny's Gunsmoke. Mr. Sonny, is it a need or a want?
Yes, I'm glad to talk about these topics. Before I even chime onto these topics, I want to say that I got insight from my very firstborn daughter, and she gave me a lot of insight along with what I had to talk on all my topics, and I'm just grateful for that because it just shows the feedback of the input you put into your children and get back. So first, I asked the question, is it need or want? And I say it's both. I say it's the both because fulfillment is the achievement of something that's desired or predicted or promised. And I say that people go through life saying, hey, do I need this or do I want this? And it has to be, my opinion, I say it has to be both, a need to want to succeed with your business or something that you're achieving and goals in life, whatnot. You have to have that need so neglect won't creep in and try to take place. It won't. You won't open that door for neglect to come in and spend the night or spend a decade, as I'd say. So that can lead to unmotivational neglect, laziness, or stagnation. So I say it's a more of a both. It plays both parts of the side. So I would say that on that question for me. If anybody wants to feel free to add, feel free.
So I'd like to ask you though, can you focus without it?
I say my opinion and my daughter's as well is that I believe you can focus it, but it's what's behind the motivation of it. You have to have something what's that drive behind it. And I say that's the only way you're going to keep focused so you won't go back to saying, well, hey, it didn't work for me. This went this way, And I just want to know, I know everyone can relate to this, that when you start out with something, whether it be a business or a project or whatever it may be, you're not going to see success, boom, right out the gate, So it's a process, You just can't sit up here and, go back to scratch. I can't do it, whatnot. So you got to have that intent to say, hey, I got to stay motivated. I got to push. You got to be a self-starter. You got to just know that, hey, I already knew what I was getting myself into. So, hey, I got to accept the ups as well as accept the downs.
I love that, man. I love that a lot. So far, your Gunsmoke is enriching. And on that note, we want to talk about enrichment.
Yes.
We want to get into enrichment.
I love it.
So what does it offer? What does enrichment offer to one's life?
And see, all these words are from my oldest, and I mean, it's so beautiful because I can touch on it as well. But she brought out something that really, the enrichment it offers to one life is the quality of life. It makes you become a better you. Your crafting of what you do or what you obtain. It offers one to life to say, hey, I have purpose. I have. There's a reason behind it because people, maybe they not realize it or not, whatnot. But your life is a reflection to someone else. I mean that when they're pushing and doing all they can do, your inspiration, your motivation, and sometimes we may not even know it. So you have to understand that, what we're doing and achieving whatnot. Someone's looking. Someone's always looking. And I had a message one time. I said, they're looking, hey, let's give them something to look at. Or they're talking about you, hey, let's give them something to talk about. Right. So, and I use that in a positive aspect. Hey, you say, listen, look at my Gunsmoke. Look at me blaze. I mean, it's like this. My pastor said years ago, he said, people are looking at you. He said, keep looking. After a while, you're going to need binoculars because I'm going places. I'm going somewhere. So that's the thing about it that you have to have with that enrichment. It offers one-to-one life, but you have to know what the worth is and what you desire to do. Don't be stagnant. It opens up doors. You go for your goals. You become better. There's so much I can touch on that, Dr. James and the other panelists, but I'm just letting you know, being rich. Don't be empty, but being rich, and you can stay at the fulfillment stage.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
What's your daughter's name? What's the oldest name?
My oldest daughter is Shavante Rosemary Wallace. I got a nickname for her, but I'm not going to say it over there. But she's 26 now, but I still call her by her nickname.
Shout out
So,
to
but I mean, it's
Shavante.
beautiful. Yeah, actually, I'll touch on this. She just enrolled into cosmetology school, and I'm proud of that. I'm happy for her because she's high school graduate, college graduate, and I'm glad and I'm thankful. But I just caught up, and she called me right back and gave me this insight within about 15, 20 minutes before we went on the air. And I was like, my God. So I was just grateful.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That is awesome.
Thank you.
So I wanted to talk to our co-host, Miss Brittany, about vendor shows. Miss Brittany, what is a vendor, and how do you become one?
Well, thanks, Dr. James, for asking me that question. Vendor. So basically, a vendor, in the sense that I think you're asking me, is basically a person that will set up at an event. You get your table, you pay to be at an event, and then you have your product or your service that you're advertising at said event. Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about like vendors that go into the grocery stores and sell product?
I'm talking about both. So tell me about both, because I'll do both. Tell me about both right quick.
Well, like I said, the vendor where you set up a table and you have your product or your service at the table and you're advertising to the patrons that are attending the event, that is a vendor. That's like buying a vendor booth, and you're out in the community and you have your business out and you're building relationships with the patrons who are attending the event. Now, you can also be a vendor at a grocery store, say a Kroger. If you have a product that you want to sell on their shelf, then they consider you a vendor because you're coming into their store and selling your product in their store. So you're selling your product directly to Kroger, and they're putting it on their shelf and selling it to their consumers. That is a different type of vendor. So don't get the two terms confused. Depending on what avenue of business you're working in, depends on what type of vendor you are.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. We have come to the end of our show. What a great show. Great panel. Great people here. We just love it. And the show is right at the end, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And we'll see you guys next week. Same channel, same day, with another story. Thank you for tuning in to Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network.
Welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. The Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. The Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James.